Put it down. You got it. So put the gun down.
Well. If it ain't little Jimmy Hickok, I'll grow it up.
Appreciate your help, son.
You come too late, Jim. Leland's with it done moved on.
No, I came for you. I'm taking you to Kansas to see you hang.
You working for the law? Huh, that ain't the story I heard.
Well, you heard wrong.
You know, this boy right here used to be my right hand. He's always been a big help.
You shut your mouth.
Why don't you tell the nice old man here, Jimmy, how he used to do anything I'd say?
Shut up!
Tell him I even used to help me to kill. Tell him. Still trigger happy, huh?
All right, Doc. Well, I appreciate your help. Thank you.
You gonna be all right?
Doc says he is.
It's all my fault. I heard the shots and
I know. I let him rattle me.
I ain't like you, Jimmy. Letting a man do that to you.
Dobbins ain't no ordinary man.
What do you mean?
Dobbins used to be marshal around here. I was on my own, drifting. I'd been hungry for about 3 days. He caught me stealing eggs out of their hen house, so instead of arresting me, he put me to work.
As a deputy?
No. Just odd office jobs. Whatever he wanted me to do.
Kind of like me and Teaspoon.
You got some explaining to do.
For what?
For what you wrote about it?
Telling the truth, that's all. The truth? You call this the truth? A former Texas Ranger who spends more time with his boots on his desk than in his stirrups?
Right, but I see, Teaspoon. A rider who's so attached to his whip he sleeps with it under his pillow. A fellow who talks more to his horse than his girlfriend. Yeah, fellas, a little humor keeps the readers interested. Excuse me.
Runt of the litter? And I'm too much of a lady to read what you wrote about me, but you'd never know it by what you said.
A man's got a right to say what he thinks.
Only if he thinks before he says it.
Freedom of speech, Lou. This makes this country so great.
Now, Joe, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. You know, it occurs to me there's something else that makes this country great. The sweet act of revenge.
Dobbins sounds like an interesting fellow. Marshal one day, outlaw the next.
Why don't you just leave it alone, Jesse?
Just thought you'd see right through a man like that.
Look, I hadn't seen as much then as I've seen now. I was only about your age.
So what happened?
These gold shipments from California were getting robbed a lot. Leland, the fella who was running the freight office, he wanted Dobbins to stop him.
What did he do?
Dobbins told Leland to take the next shipment off the wagon before it got into town so that he could take these outlaws without risking the gold. And there were no outlaws. It was Dobbins who was stealing the gold. He was setting Leland up, but I never seemed to catch him. Not until later. Leland's wife was a widow.
Cody's mouth is so big the rest of the riders could climb inside, but who'd want to, considering his breath? The way this fellow rides, you'd think he must have trained on a goat instead of a horse.
That was mine. How do you like it?
What's going on here, Lou?
Lou? Don't you mean runt of the litter?
Y'all still getting riled up about that?
Not anymore. We're getting even. You inspired us, Cody. We're sending copies of these off to that True Tale to the West.
You wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Freedom of speech. See, we all wrote one. We figure that way they're bound to print at least one, maybe two, maybe one every month, or maybe a whole year of stories about you, Cody. What do you think?
I think I'm going to be sick. You haven't sent him off yet, have you?
Kid's taking him on his next run. You know if he left yet?
Howdy. So, how'd you like it? It's not exactly my style.
Look, we'd all like to be writers, but you're the published author here.
And I'm sure that magazine would love to get another story from you about us. I'm sure they would. And maybe this time it can be a true tale of the West. A real true tale of the West. I'm starting to get inspired.
And maybe this time you'll let us see it, so we send it off.
Excuse me.
Something I can do for you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Sarah Leland. Sam Leland's widow. You know where I might find her?
Might. You a friend of hers?
No, not exactly, but I just need to speak with her.
What about?
Well, it's none of your concern, really. Can you just tell me where she is?
That poor woman's got enough troubles without you bothering her.
Brittany, hold! Let him go. I'm real sorry, mister. There's a good reason why he's trying to find her. She seems to be in a little trouble, and we aim to stop her.
She and her boy live in a cabin a couple miles north of here. Just off the main road. You can't miss it.
Thank you.